Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
Your home for the best sports coverage in Utah. You're listening to Jake Scott and Ben Anderson on 97.5 The KSL Sports Zone.
What you got Wednesday? What's the deal? Jake's got rules, Ben's out to steal. Bozo takes their spinning around. Flush it down, flush it down. Emo skater Ben with a devious grin. Jake rolls his eyes.
Jake and Ben, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Join Hans and Scotty tomorrow. They're going to be live at RGS Exteriors from noon to 3. 4235 Farm Road in West Jordan. Hans and Scotty at RGS Exteriors. It is time for What You Got Wednesday. Joining us, I think your second time doing this?
I think so,
Did you jump on? Not with me. I think I was out and you did cereals?
I did cereal once, yeah.
With Jake.
That was by my request. I'm like, guys, you got to have me on.
Did you have a number
I
one
would
overall
love to
pick?
do a top 5 cereals.
What was the number one pick? Do you remember?
I don't. I'll eat every cereal. Cereal's
Toast
great.
Crunch got to be up there.
It would definitely.
Got to be way up there.
Definitely.
They were selling at my grocery store that Kelsey Bros. You know, Kelsey Bros did like a mixture, a cacophony of all the cereals in one. It was like $1.50 a box, and I was like, if no one's buying it, maybe I shouldn't be the one who buys it. What I should have had you do, Christian, is go back and pull Sam's draft and see who won Sam's draft to determine the order.
Yeah.
What did happen last week?
We do got to mention last week, overrated coaches. It was a split decision right up until the very end. Jake ended up coming out on top, 51-49.
Okay.
And then best child actors, Jake also won that one, 73-27.
Big.
Who was the number one child actor?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
and that's why Drake had the number one overall pick. Sometimes it really matters. But since we have a guest, I'm going to let Sam make the first pick of both drafts.
Oh, pressure. All right.
I've got to do a little bit of work on our sports draft still, so I need just a little bit of time to figure out exactly what I'm doing here. Christian, why don't you tell us what our draft is today?
Today, our sports draft, we got a couple of fun ones, by the way. We always go out when we've got a special guest joining us. Best sports superstitions is our sports draft today.
This is a good one.
This is in honor of something, and I won't say it because I don't want it to get drafted.
Right.
But it's my favorite sports superstition, actually. Is there an obvious number one pick? We always ask.
I don't know. I don't know if there is with this one.
I don't think there's like an obvious one, but there's a couple that come to mind.
There's some really good ones that I think when they're going to be mentioned, you'll be like, oh yeah, of course. So look, mine may not make your list.
Okay.
But I feel like this is the number one sports superstition. And it ties into the U.S. Open this weekend. I'm going with Tiger Woods' red shirt on Sundays.
It's on my list.
Sunday red. Tiger Woods Sunday red. That's going to be my number one pick.
Absolutely. I think that's fine. You've got Jake, but I put Sam above there. Tiger in red.
Yeah.
It's up there. It was a death sentence for opposing golfers.
No kidding.
You saw Tiger coming out wearing red.
It's like, all right, it's done.
Like,
let's go home.
This night is over. Great pick. I had it on my board. All right. The reason I thought of this right now has to do with the NHL.
Yeah.
And it's how you do not touch the trophy until you are lifting the trophy.
Right.
And in fact, they don't even touch the trophy for winning their conference, right? You don't touch a trophy in the NHL unless you're lifting the Stanley Cup trophy over your head. So I just like that.
It's a good one.
It's the best trophy in sports.
Yes.
And then B, just that like it's kind of respected. Everybody knows until you've earned it, you don't get to touch it.
So have you ever seen, like, the Stanley Cup trophy goes on tour, right? Obviously, the players of winning teams get to take it home for a day or take it wherever for a day, right? But the Cup often goes on tour. And when I worked in Colorado, the Cup came to my TV station for a few hours of a day. And there's a guy, his job, I think he gave me his business card. It's like handler of the Cup or something like that was his title. And he always has white gloves on. No one can touch it.
Like, you can't even touch it when it goes on tour?
Nope. You can take a picture. You can get up real close to it. It's like, don't touch that trophy.
Trevor Lewis brought
he
it
kept his
here.
white gloves on.
Right?
So.
Trevor Lewis won it with the Kings, and I think brought it to Utah in his day with it. And that, by the way, that could be on the list as well.
Yeah.
Every player gets to spend a day with the cup is the coolest, and they get to do whatever they want with it.
Right. Party.
Notoriously. Okay. Don't touch the Stanley Cup. Yours.
All right, number 2. Oh, number two. I'll go with your routine at the free throw line. Specifically, of course, as we know, Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah.
The wipes on his face, saying hello to his kids, whatever, right? Your free throw line routine, Jeff Hornacek, if you want to make it specific.
The Jazz might have had the 2 most famous free throw routines in the NBA.
Karl Malone.
Carl was always saying something.
There'd
be like a lip reader.
Where's the bad lip reading nowadays, right?
His wife or something. So, yeah, great. And very notorious.
Yeah.
I'll go with my second pick. This one's a little wonky, and I would actually love it if somebody broke this superstition, but not winning the par 3 tournament at the Masters. Everyone disqualifies themselves. They'll have.
Right.
That's why you'll see their kid come out and make a putt.
Yeah, you go ahead and take this tee shot for
That
me.
way
I'm winning.
I'm disqualified.
Yes.
If I win, no one
Okay.
who's ever won the par 3 has ended up gone on to win the Masters. I would love to see someone say, you know what? I'm about to just kill you guys all weekend, so I'm going to win the par 3 and win both.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I watched the par 3 this year, and they would interview the players and bring that up. Did you know that the par 3 winner has never won the Masters?
And they're like, yeah, we're golfers. We're the most routine people on
my
the planet.
4-year-old's going to take my tee shot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So my next pick, I am going to yes, this is a superstition. I'm going to go with the Madden curse, the video game.
Okay,
right?
Very good. I didn't have this on my list. This is a good one.
So, it was often thought that if you're on the cover of the Madden video game, that's bad luck, because we often saw players who would be on the cover of the Madden video game end up getting hurt that next year out for the season, ACLs, whatever it was. So the Madden curse, that was a real thing. I don't know if it still is. It still might be, but
to get on the cover of Madden, you have to be a near MVP level player or have success at the highest level, winning a championship. And then, yes, you don't follow it up that second season. And, Barry Sanders notoriously getting hurt after his, or did he retire?
See, I think you had here's a list. I don't know how accurate. Garrison Hurst, Eddie George, Dante Culpepper, Marshall Falk, Michael Vick.
Yep. Ray Lewis.
Donovan, Sean Alexander.
Christian McCaffrey was the cover athlete last year, and he missed half the season.
Yikes.
There you go.
Madden curse.
Still holds up.
Yep.
I love it. Great pick. Really good pick. All right, I'll go with another one again. Super superstitious. Don't talk to the pitcher with the no-hitter.
Yes.
When they've got it.
That is great.
When they've got it cooking.
Everyone sits at the other end of the dugout.
Leave that guy alone.
I love that curse or whatever, that superstition.
I think I'd be the opposite. You asked me if I'd want to be in the green room or like back at a party. I'd want to be in the green room.
Yeah.
I think if I was like really cooking, I might just be like, I got to stay loose. I need everyone to kind of like hang out and talk. I don't want it to be acknowledged that I'm really pitching well. So I don't talk during no-hitter.
Come hang out. Yeah. Okay, so I will go something similar to that. So from a fan standpoint, superstition, when you're watching a game, you don't move, right? You don't switch seats. Don't switch seats. Don't change seats when you're watching a game. That'll be my fourth. So, look, I've been there before as a kid growing up, where I remember watching a whole football game once, standing probably about, 10 feet from my television with my arms folded, and I'm like, I have to keep watching the game like this.
Along these lines, and I won't draft it because I think it's too similar. Everyone's done it where it's like they were playing so much better when I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
So I can't watch the game.
100%.
I can't tune back over to the game because as soon as I did, they fumbled.
It was
there
always
was an interception.
when
the
we
other
watched
team scored.
when we watched Jazz games growing up. My dad would come home from work. I did this. I know my brother did this too. It's like, Dad, ever since you came home, the Jazz started losing.
Head back to work. I love it. I want to go a little bit more specific. I'll go a little more specific here.
Yeah.
I wonder if some of our younger listeners remember this. Michael Jordan wore his North Carolina shorts under his Bulls uniform throughout his career as part of his superstition.
Right.
Because he won the title during his sophomore season at UNC. Maybe it was a freshman year. He ended up going back for a second season, but I think he
worked.
won his title.
It worked.
And so he continued to wear his UNC shorts underneath his Bulls jersey.
I had forgotten about that, but had only Brian Russell known or the Jazz equipment manager known to get into that locker room and
take
get those
the
shorts, we'd have two banners
By the
up
way,
here.
I think today's the anniversary of the flu game.
Oh, man.
Dark days for Jazz fans. Toughie.
Okay, my last one will be specific, too.
Okay.
I was holding on to this because I figured you probably wouldn't draft it.
Okay.
And I think this is one of the most hilarious superstitions in sports. But Jason Giambi's golden thong. Are you familiar?
Tell
with
the
this?
story.
So, Jason Giambi would go into slumps, right? The slugger played A's, Yankees. This is when he was in New York. He'd go into a slump. He had his sports equipment company provide him with a golden thong that he would wear under his uniform, and he claims that it worked, that it got him out of slumps, that he'd hit home runs. Now, the legend goes that other teammates would beg to be like, you got to let me use this.
Let me use it.
And the legend goes that Derek Jeter wore it one game, and in the one game he wore it, he also homered.
Okay.
So there you go, the Jason Giambi golden thong.
This is like the Jerry Seinfeld.
This is what's going to
bit,
win
though,
me
of,
this
like,
vote.
Why isn't the whole plane made out of the black box if the black box survives every plane crash? Just always wear the golden thong.
Yes, exactly.
They hit 162 homers.
Always wear
what's
it.
going on? All right, I will go. I'm picking between two spots here. I'll go just because I think there's people actually like this. The rally cap.
Yes.
In baseball. I'm just going to go rally cap.
Oh, I love it.
There's any different
That
number
was my
of
bubble pick.
ways to wear it.
Yes,
You can
I love it.
turn your head inside out, backwards, fold it in half, up on your head. I'll go rally cap.
Do where they put the sunflower seeds in the cap like they're
Exactly right.
begging.
Begging.
Yeah.
What
That's
was
a
on
good
your
one.
bubble list? What didn't you pick?
Well, that was one rally cap. I thought about maybe the Curse of the Bambino, but that's more of like
Okay. No,
right.
that's a real
that was
superstition.
definitely, and then it ended though
It did.
too, right? So, do you remember Nomar Garcia Parra when he'd get into the box and he'd
Everything.
flip his gloves and tap his toes? It was it took forever. This is part of the reason why we have pitch count or pitch clocks now. And then stepping on the line at when you're playing baseball, don't step on the chalk.
Don't.
Those were kind of the outside looking in. For
I'd
me.
say lucky socks.
Lucky
Yeah.
socks.
Lucky socks, or not changing your socks
not
is a big
changing
one.
clothes. Don't wash
Not
them.
washing your uniform.
Don't wash them. Yeah.
Oh, you know what a good one is right now? NHL, the beard, the playoff
Yes, the
beard.
playoff beard's
That's
great.
a good.
Yep.
That's a good superstition.
Yep.
LeBron's chalk talk.
Yeah.
Chalk toss.
Toss.
Not talk.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. Weirdos. These athletes are wackos.
Same
I promise you.
meal every game or
And
something like that.
again,
yeah.
if you think you're weird because you stood 10 feet from the TV or yelled at dad,
Yeah.
The players are stranger. I mean,
Yeah.
Mike Conley left his house at the exact same time every day, listened to the same songs, and took the same route to get himself ready for games. They are very serious about that. You want to recap quickly?
Recap. Sam, you took Tiger Woods Sunday Red first overall. Then you went free throw line routines, Madden curse, not changing seats, and then Jason Giambi's golden thong.
That's right, baby.
Ben, you went NHL not touching the trophy, the Masters Par 3 tournament. Don't talk to the pitcher in the middle of a no-hitter. Michael Jordan and his UNC shorts, and then the rally cap.
I think it's going to be a close vote.
That's a good. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Jason Terry used to wear the opposing team's basketball shorts to bed every night.
No kidding.
Jazz assistant coach.
Wow.
Anyways, he said he doesn't do it anymore. I asked him. All right, what's next?
For our non-sports draft today, let's do Best Sams.
In honor of Sam, which we've done some best names before, Sam is great for a combination of A, legendary real people,
Yes.
and B, really some great fictional Sams.
Oh my gosh, there's
out there
tons
as well.
of great ones.
You should have a leg up on this because you've tracked this your whole life. Like if you did Ben's, it'd be like Ben Franklin #1,
Right.
And we're really out. Not a lot of good Bens after that. There's a ton of Sams. So is there an obvious #1 pick?
I don't know if there's an obvious #1, but I'm going to go with one that I think is going to help me out here a little bit in the vote.
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That's what I had #1.
I'll
to be
take
fair.
that. Since I can't take myself #1, so.
I think he's the greatest box office actor of all time.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Now-
He's been in some.
He's been in Die Hard. He's been in Jurassic Park. He's been in Star Wars. He's been in Pulp Fiction.
He's been in Snakes on a Plane.
He was in
He's been
Goodfellas. Yeah, he's Snakes on a Plane.
Oh yeah, he's been in some good ones.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's just because of Sam Jackson, but
Yeah.
it certainly helps that he's been a part of it. He was my #1 pick, so I think
Okay.
that's the right one. I'm going to go with feel like there's a pretty big fall off.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Yosemite Sam.
Oh, I love it.
Number 2.
I love it.
Which might be a reach, but I needed some name value.
No, I love it.
Do you think I know how to spell Yosemite?
That's not him, is it? What is? I don't remember his voice.
He's got the low voice in the gun.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
He's a real cowboy.
Shooting off the pistols. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Okay. Look, this should be a lot easier for me, but it's not. I'm going to go fictional. I'm going to go Sam Malone. Cheers.
I had him on my board. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which, again, we've referenced Cheers a few times recently in the show.
Yeah.
George Wendt died last week, so I think we did.
Yeah.
Did we do George's? What did we do?
Best characters.
Best characters from
that's a good one.
either Cheers or Cheers spinoffs.
Okay, yeah.
Sam Malone. I think I took him with my number 1 overall pick. So Sam getting some love. I'm going to go, I guess, the all-mustache draft. I'm going to go with Sam Elliott,
That's a good one.
who also has probably with Yosemite Sam, like the 2 most famous mustaches in town.
Most famous Sam mustaches.
There's only 2 players.
Sam Elliott. He's in those commercials with Gronk these days.
1 T or 2 T's? I have no idea.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. All right. You know what?
2 T's.
There you go. 2 T's. I'm going to go Sammy Hagar.
Controversial,
Yeah.
right? Because not everyone loves Van Hagar.
Right. Van Hagar. That's right. Van Hagar. I was about to say, oh, what did he do? Maybe I don't want to pick him.
No, just
That's right.
he's a
you're
replacement.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's a good pick. I didn't have him on my list, but it's a good pick.
I don't know.
I'm going to go with, how fictional can I get? I can't do everyone, but maybe I will.
Oh.
I feel good because I think I'm going to be able to get everyone left on my board. You know, I'm going to go left field here. I'm going to go Sam's Club.
Oh, that was on my
I'm going to
list.
go to the store. Can I actually tell you the truth?
That was on my list.
I come from a Costco family. I've never been inside of a Sam's Club.
Oh, really?
But I'm sure our listeners, we have
So
some Sam's Clubs.
my Sam's Club hot take, if it is one, you know, when I lived in Colorado, we lived closer to a Sam's Club than a Costco. The Costco was not that close. So we got Sam's Club membership. I thought Sam's Club pizza was hands down better than Costco pizza. I don't know if that still stands up today. I haven't been to,
Okay.
Sam's Club food
you
court
stand by
was
better.
Sam's Club food court was it. But that was a while ago, so
It's hard to beat the $1.50 hot
have to go
dog
review.
and drink combo at Costco.
they used to have a Berry Monsoon Mountain Dew Zero in the tap at Sam's Club. For all of my Mountain Dew fans out there, I am telling you, it was good.
It
Doesn't exist anymore.
I'm a Diet Coke guy.
There you go.
So, like, the problem is Costco only has Pepsi. That's all they have. So I'm a little
yeah.
down on it. Anyways, okay, you're
All
next.
right. Moving on. Okay, where am I at? Number 4 on my list. Gosh, Sam's Club was good. I will go, I'm going to go with Sam I Am. Green
Okay.
Eggs and Ham. Sam I Am. Little Dr. Seuss.
Didn't have it on my board. Good pick.
Maybe the most famous Sam out there.
Yeah, everyone said it.
Quite possibly.
You've said Sam I Am. I'm sure you've heard that your entire life. Okay, now I've got to pick. I'm going to go for the dorks out there. Too bad Jake's not here. It would have been his number 1 overall pick. Samwise Gamgee.
Oh,
from,
yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything, but he should have went a lot higher.
You think so?
I honestly would have taken him number 1 overall.
Potatoes
So would have Jake.
or whatever.
And I bet there are a lot of people that were screaming at the radio.
Yeah.
Samwise!
Look, I had college roommates. I had friends that have called me Samwise in the past. And look, I don't hate the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I don't love it either. And my friends that would call me Samwise after a while, I'm like, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Got it a lot.
We're good.
Yeah. Jake would have taken it number 1. Jake's read the books. I've not read the books. You read the books, Christian?
I haven't read the books, but I enjoy the movies.
Yeah. They're too long.
They're a little overrated.
Yeah.
But I think,
Way
which
too
one did I
long.
like? I think the second one I liked. The first one I liked. I do not like the third one. It was all war. I get it. But anyways. Okay.
Okay, my last Sam.
My board
this
is broken really well. I'm happy about this.
This is tough. Oh gosh, there's a few on here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with Sam Goody.
Okay.
I think this will lose some of our listeners. Maybe not, but
Do you know what Sam Goody is, Christian?
Christian's too young. How old are you, Christian?
25.
Let me ask you a serious question. Have you ever bought a compact disc in your life? Did you ever buy a CD?
Not with my own money, no. When I
Okay.
was younger, I had my parents buy me some, but
Okay.
ever since I started making my own money, no.
Yeah. So Sam Goody, right? Okay. So look, this isn't just the Sam Goody store. This is for every music store that used to exist in the 90s and 80s. You know, when I'm older than you too, though, Ben, but still, like going into a music store.
Oh, it was a big deal.
Shuffling through CDs to find your band's favorite or your favorite band's album and all that. That's
Christian,
big time.
you used to be able to take the CD case, the Jewel,
Yeah.
up to a little barcode. You could put the headphones on, you would scan the barcode, and it would let you sample some of the songs on the CD to make sure you had it. And I believe Sam Goody had one. But yeah, you went in there and it was like it was a bookstore.
Yeah.
But all their
But
money
just
was
music.
was music.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah. All right. Good pick. I didn't have it on my board, but that's a good nostalgia
In the
pick there.
Sam's Club vein, I'll go Sam Goody.
I will I'm picking between two here. I'm going to go with a personal favorite. I'm going to go with Sam Eagle.
Sam Eagle. That's the
That's the blue eagle of the Muppets of Sesame Street.
That's right.
Is he a Muppet?
I think he's in the movies and stuff. Muppet.
Yeah, and he's just super serious,
Yeah.
right? He's
Right.
dead serious all the
Right.
time and quite patriotic. So Sam Eagle. Recap, we'll do a quick honorable mention. What do we got?
Sam, you had the number one pick. You went Samuel L. Jackson, Sam Malone, Sammy Hagar, Sam I Am, and Sam Goody. Ben, you went Yosemite Sam, Sam Elliott, Sam's Club, Samwise Gamgee, and Sam Eagle.
Your top two picks are probably going to wrap it up for you. In all honesty, like knowing how this looks, people don't read the fine print, and that's picks 3 through 5. But I like my picks 3 through 5. Names we missed? Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Samuel Clemens.
Okay, I almost
Mark Twain.
Yeah, Mark Twain.
Yeah.
I almost picked a ham sandwich. I
Ham
think that would have
sandwich.
counted,
That is
'cause
awesome.
It starts with a ND.
Sammy Sosa?
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah,
that guy was a
I tried
problem.
to stay away from athletes.
Yeah, and as a White Sox fan, we blew that. We had him and we traded him away, and then raked for the clubs forever. All right, good draft, Sam. Very good
Thanks.
draft.
That
When
was
we come
fun.
back, we'll wrap up the show. Stick around. Jake and Ben, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey, bro.
You hear us every day with our crazy opinions.
Hey, what you doing?
Well, now it's time to hear from you.
Hey, great show.
Download the KSL Sports app and fire off your thoughts with the call-in tab on the bottom of your screen.
Your show is fantastic. It's the one that captivates me the most.
You can tell PK to stop singing.
G-Bang!
Let Jake and Ben know what you really think of the Jazz. Tell Hans and Scotty about your favorite barbecue spot or what color of tie JJ should be wearing on TV. The best entries will be played on the air. Download the KSL Sports app now and hit the call-in button to let your voice be heard.
I think you guys do an incredible job.
This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.